So it looks like the Baltimore Ravens had a genius plan all along. It's just one that not many people could see. Now, what if I told you that the Baltimore Ravens were setting things up for the 2025 season in 2024? During last season, the Baltimore Ravens had one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. Lamar was Lamaring. Derrick Henry was busy showing everyone that he was still the king. You had Zay Flowers with a breakout year, Rashad Bateman showing redemption, and with all of this going on, the Baltimore Ravens were ranked first in yards in the league and third in points per game. And even with all of these things going on, the Baltimore Ravens fans wanted even more. And the more that they wanted was to see the return of Keaton Mitchell. Yes, that Keaton Mitchell, who as a rookie exploded onto the scene with the Baltimore Ravens and gave them that track-like speed that they were sorely missing. Now, the third-year running back who entered the league in 2023 as an undrafted free agent came out of nowhere. In Mitchell's rookie season, he had 396 yards and 2 touchdowns. But unfortunately, late that December, he got injured and was out for the year, tearing his ACL. In 8 games, he averaged 8.4 yards per carry, which showed you just how explosive and how dynamic this young man really is. He once reached the top speed of 20.99 miles per hour, and he provided the Ravens with that home run hitter anytime that he touched the ball. But after the injury, a lot of people were wondering how long is it going to take for Keaton Mitchell to come back and fully be healthy. So we get to that 2024 season and everybody is waiting on bated breath to find out when Keaton Mitchell can return. And don't get me wrong, Justice Hill filled in admirably as the backup running back. And Justice Hill, no disrespect to him, is a fast back himself. He chipped in 228 yards on the ground. Now, while he is fast, he is not Keaton Mitchell fast. And I think that dynamic adds something a little bit different to the Ravens than what he can bring. So during the season, the Ravens slowly brought him back, and I think that the Ravens were actually being a bit cautious because they may have finally learned from history. They didn't want the same thing to happen that happened to Ronnie Stanley, the same thing that happened to David Ajabo. Somebody rushing back a little too fast and then re-injuring themselves, not being any good. So what the Ravens did was they played him in 5 games. He did most of his damage on special teams, but he did rush the ball 15 times for 30 yards. And that is a steep decline from going from 8.4 yards per rush down to 2 yards per carry. But the Ravens had a plan. Fans clamored and wanted more. They wanted to see him get in the game and do some spot duty, but the Ravens were saving him for the 2025 season. Yes, could that speed have helped us late in the season and in the playoffs? It possibly could have, but why risk further injury and having him sit out for more seasons and not have him available at all than to have him rest? Because the Ravens, like I said, were one of the best, most potent offenses in the NFL. So why mess up a good thing and rush somebody back? I know we as fans wanted to see him, but to me, that was the smart move. That was the right move, and kind of technically give him that extra full season to recover. So now that we are into the 2025 season, or we're at the beginning of it, now we have a fully, totally healthy Keaton Mitchell. And this dynamic that he's going to bring to the Ravens offense this year can't be measured or quantified. Going into this season, Derrick Henry will be 31 years old. Now, granted, he did last season give us a 1,900-yard year with 16 touchdowns, but he did it on 325 carries, which is his norm. But with him being older and with him being signed to an extension with the Ravens, we want him to last and be as effective as he can for as long as he can while being a Raven. All right, to take a break from the action for a minute, it has been brought to my attention that some of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. You are watching the videos, which I am grateful for, upping my views. I do appreciate that and helping with the growth, but 58% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you could hit that button, just pow, hit that button, help this channel to grow. I promise you, we will do better. We will do more. The more that we grow, the more that we have an opportunity to do for you guys that help me get to the position that I am. There will be more prizes, more giveaways. There will be more audience interaction and suggestions for what you guys want from me. So I promise you, help me to get to where I need to go, because we're trying to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark and I need you guys to do it. Also, if you want to help support the channel, make sure to go over to patreon.com/ROUG and become a patron for only $5 per month. And also, if you would like, sign up to my Stan store. I finally got my stuff together and revamped the store and added some things. So if you're trying to grow on social media, if you're trying to grow a business, I have some tools and tricks there for you to utilize. It is something there for everybody. And just to show you how much I appreciate what you guys have done for me, once you go to the store, there is a free download to help you start and grow your email list. So if you're serious about starting a business, becoming an entrepreneur, this is the guide to help you get those emails, to help you start those steps of building your business and finding financial freedom. So once again, I appreciate the support. Let's continue to grow. It's us together. Now back to the video. And I was thoroughly impressed with what Justice Hill did, because he contributed to the team and he picked up some key first downs in some key games to help the Ravens win. But when we put a fully healthy Keaton Mitchell back on the field, when we add that track-like speed, it's going to add another dynamic to this offense. So to me, keeping him down was the right move. We want to see players play. We want to see them be explosive and get those chunk highlight plays. But sometimes cooler heads have to prevail and come in and say, you know what? We're looking at the long term. We're playing the long game. We don't want immediate gratification. We know what Derrick Henry's doing now. We don't want him to have to do that next season. So now we can split up some more carries and put in that change of pace back. Derrick Henry will come into games and bludgeon them early, and then Keaton Mitchell will come in and run right past them. And then if we use him sparingly, because he has been injured a couple of times and he is on the smaller side, use him the right way and then save him for the playoffs. Because you'll never know when he will take that one carry to the end zone. And during OTAs, he said that he's feeling better than he ever has during his professional career. And just watch, it's going to be like a movie, and I believe him. And speaking of OTAs, yesterday the Ravens held their 4th OTA. This is the 2nd week. They have today off and they will be back tomorrow and Friday. They spoke to Zay Flowers.
I mean, to me, it just get better every year. Do a little bit more than I did last year, and as a team, get further than we did last year. So that's kind of my goal, do better. Just get better in every aspect of the game and try to push for the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
And also the development of Zay Flowers going into year 3 is going to be key to me for the Ravens getting over that hump. Now, we missed having him last season. He got hurt in the season finale versus the Cleveland Browns, and we didn't have him for the playoffs. We could have used him and that connection that he has with Lamar Jackson during this time. But he is back fully healthy and awaiting an opportunity to get back onto the field. And the one thing to me that I saw that can help out in his development is the Ravens signing DeAndre Hopkins. When you bring in a young wide receiver who's uber talented, ready to learn, and trying to get better, and you pair him with a veteran that's willing to teach, willing to show you how to do things the right way, sky is the limit for Zay Flowers. Now, DeAndre Hopkins himself, brought in to be the 3rd wide receiver, to me, could possibly be a starter. We don't know how the season's going to go. The Ravens themselves can be a juggernaut because, first of all, they can hit you with the 2 tight end sets with Likely and Andrews. Then they can come with the 3 wide receiver set with Bateman, Zay, and D-Hop. So to have D-Hop as a mentor, to have a guy going into his 13th season with 984 catches, 12,965 yards, and 83 touchdown receptions, just watching him will make you better. Emulating the things that he does, and he is making quite the impression on Zay Flowers.
A real vet, like he know everything. He teach you what he know. He give out the game, and he work hard too. So it's easy to just follow him. It's easy to get behind him and do what he do. So he a great vet, and he great for our group. He patient in everything he do. He understand that in practice you gotta detail it, so in the game it's perfect. So I've been learning that from him. Just take care of your body. It's really been like that with all my vets. Nelly, Odell, D-Hop, they all tell me the same thing. Take care of your body, and maybe I could play 13 years like him.
So now we sit back and wait for year 3 of the development of Zay Flowers, coming off of a 1,000-yard season, 4 touchdowns. To me, I think that touchdown number can go up if the Ravens utilize him properly, and also not possibly having as many snaps. Because he too is on the smaller side, we don't want to overutilize him and him getting hurt. So bringing in DeAndre Hopkins, a future Hall of Famer, can take some snaps away from him, can give him a rest outside of just teaching him how to be a little more professional, how to be a little more proficient on the field. And with Zay being the first drafted wide receiver from the Baltimore Ravens to make a Pro Bowl as a wide receiver, sky is the limit for him. So we have tomorrow and Friday, then we have the 9th through the 12th for the last of OTAs before we skip over to mandatory minicamp. These days are just flying by, and football is around the corner. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell to come back and be aware when I come out with future videos. Until the next time,